Some of you have asked me to check out a site called Rate4Rewards. They claim you can rate to earn, simply give feedback with one click and then get paid. So I decided to join it and try it out myself. And there were a few things I discovered along the way that you won't see on their landing page. And in this video, I will give you an inside look and all the details so you can find out if this is the right opportunity for you or not. And make sure you stick with me until the end because I'll share a detail hidden deep in their terms that could make a big difference in whether you think this is worth your time or not. In case you don't know, my name is Mikael and I test ways to make money online so you can focus on the ones that actually work and avoid wasting your time. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how Rate4Rewards works, what you can expect when you sign up, my real test results, and the pros and cons I found along the way, including the important hidden detail from the terms I will show you at the end. So let's start by going over the sign-up process and the requirements. And as you can see, Rate4Rewards at the time of recording this video here says that there is a waitlist, but the time has actually run out. But maybe this has changed by the time you watch this video. But what I can tell you is that I was still able to join. Maybe you can just go there and actually join, but I actually did get access to the earning area and all that, as you will see. I just wanted to clarify this, that even if you see this, it doesn't mean you can't actually join, but hopefully they will have this updated by the time you watch this video. And it is free to join, and as you can see in the FAQ section, it says it's a platform that connects consumers with companies seeking genuine feedback on their campaign creatives and ads, and then you will earn by doing this. So all this sounds really nice and easy and maybe even fun. But make sure to watch this full video so you understand exactly how it works before you decide whether it's for you or not. And one more thing before trying to sign up is also that in the terms, it actually says that it is only for people who live in the US, but you can join from any country, which is again a little bit strange. And another thing that is very strange, usually if you sign up for a site where you can earn by doing small tasks, for example here just by rating, then you would only be allowed to have one account, obviously, because advertisers, they wouldn't benefit from getting feedback from the same person several times. But they actually do allow you to sign up for multiple accounts, up to 6 accounts. So this, I found a little bit strange. Again, I have tested hundreds of ways to make money online. And for advertisers that want feedback, this just seems strange. And already there was something I was a little bit confused about, but we'll get more into that later. One last thing you also need to be aware of is that they do say that there will be a possible phone verification before you can redeem. Not for joining, you can join and start earning without it, but they do say that maybe before you can withdraw, you will have to do a phone verification. And I will share my thoughts about sharing private information with Rate4Rewards a little bit later. But let me now log in and then we can take a closer look at exactly how it works. So I have now logged in and it's a very basic and easy to use dashboard. There's basically just this big button where it says start task and you can see how much you've earned and how much you need to earn to get gift cards. We'll talk about the value of that and how you can get paid and all that later. But that's all there is to do. You can start the task and then you can also here go and invite friends if you want to. But first, of course, always make sure to check it yourself. What I think is a little bit confusing, even though it's very easy to use, is that it doesn't say anything about what this task is, so you just need to click to actually find out, and then it just says that it's getting your new task and you just have to wait usually for a few seconds. And you can see then a new screen opens up. It says how many points I would earn. It doesn't say the value of that. We'll talk about that later. I have then 5 minutes to actually do this. I have to open my email, then find a specific email because it's from an advertiser they work with, and then I need to click a specific button inside that email. So let me just do that now. So in this case here, after now waiting a bit, I have actually not received the email, and sometimes that does happen. You can wait a little bit longer, and if you still don't receive it, you can skip this task and then you can move on to the next. I'll just give it another minute or so and then we'll just check if it actually arrives. So I actually got the email about 30 seconds later or so sometimes it just takes a bit of patience, and you can then see this is the name of the email I had to look for. It is usually in your promotion folder, sometimes you spam, because it is usually from an unknown sender from one of their partners. And then you just need to go through it here, and this is basically just an ad, and then you would need to click view rates now or whatever button. You can see they always say that in the description there what button or what link you need to click. So then I need to click here, and then I don't actually see anything. I just get to Rate4Rewards and say task completed. And this is very strange. What does an advertiser get out of this? Because it says I can check something, I just read about it, but I just get to the website and then I go back here, and that's basically it. Then I've earned 1 cent for this. If I then open the other screen again, because I left that open there, then I can then rate that ad. So that's where the rating comes in. But I wouldn't even have to. I could just close this, and this is not really much of a rate, right? It's like thumbs up or thumbs down. Like, it's really useless for advertisers, and it doesn't give them any valuable feedback. So this is what's a little bit confusing for me, why advertisers would do this. I honestly suspect that advertisers are not sure how little exposure they get, and I don't know who they work with to send this traffic, but it's clear that they just get paid to get you to click on certain things, or maybe in reality to opt into certain things. And that's something we'll look deeper into in just a bit when we look into the terms, and this is very important to know. But let's first talk about the payouts and the earning potential. So as you can see, it counts the points and the percentages and everything here until you can claim your reward. But it's very unclear what the exact value of the points are. But usually you get around 1 cent per ad you click. And you can actually see in the top corner how many ads you would have available, or how many tasks you will be able to complete. So right now I would supposedly have close to 400 tasks available that I could do, and that would then potentially give me, if I keep getting 1 cent, and there's no guarantee of course you will do that, and I will show you a little bit later why I have not actually gone through all that, but that would still mean you would have to click these 400 ads to earn around $4 if you can keep earning 1 cent per task. That's still quite a lot of time you need to spend on this, and there's some other really important things that will also happen when you do this, so you need to be aware of this. But overall, it means that you will need to do around 1,000 tasks to reach $10, and from what I've been able to see, they are not completely clear about that, but you do need to earn around $10 to be able to redeem. They do say here that you can redeem gift cards, and if you then actually go to the home page, you can scroll down and you can see some examples of the gift cards you can get. So it definitely seems like you can earn, but before you even think about spending time here to reach a payout, there's something else I noticed, and it's not about the earnings at all. It's hidden in their terms and privacy policy, and I think it's just as important to know as the payout rates, maybe even more important. So let's dive into that next. So the first thing I wanted to make you aware of is in the terms, and you can find a link to that at the bottom of the website. And if you scroll down there, you can see something that's called license to use your rating. So it says that by submitting any content to us, including your rating of our promotions, you grant us to perpetual, unlimited, irrevocable, royalty-free, non-exclusive, assignable, and worldwide license to make, copy, perform, publish, display, distribute, transmit, translate, modify, pay attention to this, prepare, blah, 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 in any form, media, or technology, now known or hereafter developed. So first of all, it's a little bit weird because you're not really submitting much. You're just giving a thumbs up or thumbs down. But still, I found this weird that on a website where you are supposedly doing ratings, that they say they are allowed to modify it and use it any way they want, especially modify it, because the whole point of giving ratings, even though that's not really what you do, but still I found this strange that they say they can modify it, because if you are joining a website to give ratings and they can just modify it, what is it then really worth? So that's one strange thing I found in the terms. But when we then look into the privacy policy, it becomes even stranger in my opinion. So the privacy policy is also something you can find a link to at the bottom of the website. And if you then scroll down, you can see here it says how we use your information. And then you can see that this includes, for example, when you share information, to pass it on to their clients who provide the products or services to communicate with you directly. So what they're basically saying is that when you receive these ads, then you have also allowed these advertisers, their clients, to contact you directly. So they are basically saying that they will be sharing your information with all their partners. And it becomes even worse when you scroll down here, because then it says here, we disclose, share, and sell your personal information to third-party product and service providers to provide you with the products and services you have requested. So they are basically saying that they share, disclose, and sell your personal information. And they even say that we may disclose and share it with our parent company and its subsidiaries for business as operational purposes, and that they will also share it with third-party contractors or other service providers that they use. And they may disclose, share, or sell your information to third parties who provide display and or email services or other third-party vendors we use, blah, blah, blah. So basically what they are saying is, from what I see here, is that when you share information here, then they can share it with all their partners. And as you can see, they have a lot of partners because that's how they have these ads. And that means that you are basically not so much earning for rating because you're just giving a thumbs up or thumbs down. What you're earning is by letting them sell your information and to let them connect you with advertisers, so those advertisers can send you a lot of promotional offers. And your information, that also then includes your phone number. So when they say you might need to confirm your phone number, then I assume that also means that that's your information, but they are saying they might disclose, share, or sell your personal information. So I would definitely be worried that this doesn't mean that they will just sell or share your email address, which is bad enough, but maybe even your phone number. So their privacy policy in terms, it definitely is something that worries me. So to sum it all up, Rate4Rewards is not a platform that I will personally be using. I first of all think it's suspicious that they say that you can create several accounts, because that would be useless for advertisers. I also think that it's weird that they say that you get paid to rate, but in reality you're not really getting paid to rate. It's a thumbs up, a thumbs down, if you even find that. If you go back to the page after you have actually opened a new one, it's basically to click ads. But even more, when you then look into the privacy policy in terms, it is that you allow them to share your private information with advertisers that can then contact you. That at least seems, for me, after looking at the privacy policy, as looking at how the earning opportunity is, seems to be what is going on. And this is based, of course, on my personal opinion and my experience after having tested hundreds of ways to make money online. If you have a different opinion, if you interpret the privacy policy different, anything, please feel free to share the comment below. And also, if you have an opinion about this, do you think something like this is worth it to earn a cent? Because it does seem like you can actually earn, but do you think it's worth it for then potentially getting bombarded with ads and having your private information shared? I would love to hear your thoughts about this in a comment below. And also, if you're then interested in other ways to earn online for free, then I do have a free email course where I go over my top recommended ways and exact methods to do this. I will leave a link to this below. And also, I do have a list on my website of the best free online earning platforms for specific countries, so you can find the exact best ones for you. I'll also leave a link to that below, so you can check that out if you are looking for alternatives for this instead. And finally, if this video helped you, make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.